So, the latest report on the cost of a data breach just dropped. And wow, it has uncovered something totally unexpected. We're talking about a huge paradox right at the center of AI and cybersecurity. Okay, let's get right into it.
This really is the central question, isn't it? It's what this entire report boils down to. As we're all racing to innovate with AI, are we, accidentally creating security holes that could just spiral out of control?
Every single year, we look at this number, the global average cost of a data breach, and we pretty much braced for impact. It always goes up. Except this year, it didn't. Yeah, you heard that right. For the first time in 5 years, the cost actually dropped. A 9% decrease that, frankly, nobody saw coming. And that immediately makes you wonder, why? What happened?
Well, the short answer is AI. But it's a little more specific than that. It's really about AI in the hands of the good guys. Security teams are using AI and automation to spot and shut down breaches way faster than ever before, and that speed, it translates directly into saving money.
And we are talking about staggering savings here. I mean, just look at these numbers. The difference is absolutely huge. Companies that are all in on security AI are saving, on average, $1.9 million per breach compared to organizations that aren't. That is a massive, massive incentive to adopt this stuff.
It's not just about the money, though. We're talking about a mind-blowing gain in efficiency. Think about it. An 80-day head start in containing a data breach? That's almost 3 months. That means less damage, less chaos, and getting back to business way faster. So AI is making defenders better and faster. But that's only half the story.
Of course, because for every defender out there using AI to build a stronger shield, there's an attacker using it to forge a sharper sword. We are officially in a digital arms race, and AI is the weapon that both sides are grabbing for.
And this just lays out that central paradox so clearly, right? On one side, AI is saving millions of dollars, but on the other, the report found that generative AI can slash the time it takes to create a really sophisticated, convincing phishing email from about 16 hours all the way down to just 5 minutes.
So what's the real-world impact of that? Well, get this. The report found that 1 in every 6 data breaches happening today involves attackers using AI. So yeah, this isn't some sci-fi future we're talking about. It is right here, right now.
And they are definitely getting creative. The top 2 methods are AI-powered phishing, which makes those fake emails just scarily convincing, and deep fake attacks, using fake audio and video to impersonate people you trust. So the key thing to realize here is that these attacks are aimed squarely at human psychology. They're designed to trick us. But, as serious as this whole AI arms race is, it's not even the most alarming thing in the report. Turns out the biggest emerging risk is actually coming from inside our own companies, from the really chaotic way we're all adopting AI.
The report calls this problem shadow AI, and honestly, it's the perfect term for it. Think of it like this. Your company has an official, regulated electrical system, right? Well, shadow AI is like every employee bringing in their own unmapped, unregulated generators and just plugging them in everywhere. It creates these enormous blind spots and vulnerabilities.
And those blind spots? Oh, they are not cheap. The report found that high levels of this shadow AI adds, on average, another $670,000 to the cost of a breach. That's on top of everything else. It's not a trivial amount of money at all.
And it's not just more expensive, it's way more damaging. These breaches are far more likely to compromise the real crown jewels, your sensitive customer data and your company's own secret sauce, its intellectual property.
So, why is this happening on such a massive scale? Well, it all points to a systemic failure in governance. I mean, look at this. A staggering 63% of organizations have no formal AI governance policy. It's kind of like everyone got a new race car, but nobody bothered to write a rule book.
And if you need one single stat to really understand this problem, this is it: 97%. This isn't about some crazy new AI superhack. Nearly every single one of these breaches took advantage of a failure in basic security hygiene, not properly controlling who has access to what. In the mad rush to innovate, we're forgetting the fundamentals.
Okay, so things look a little bleak, but the good news is the report doesn't just sound the alarm and then leave us hanging. It actually gives us a pretty clear roadmap for how to close this oversight gap and start using AI's power safely.
And the recommendations really boil down to 4 key actions. First, you've got to fortify every single identity, both human and machine. Then, you have to elevate your data security,
because after all, data is the fuel for AI. Third, you need to connect security and governance so they aren't working in totally different worlds. And finally, you have to lean in and use your own security AI to move even faster than the attackers.
I just love this quote from the report because it perfectly captures why that first step, identity, is so important. The entire game has changed. Attackers aren't always trying to hack their way in anymore. A lot of the time, they're just logging in, using weak credentials to walk right through the digital front door.
And that really leaves us with the one critical question this report poses to everyone. It's a pretty safe bet your organization is adopting AI in some way. So the real question you have to ask is, are you governing it, or is it governing you?